Meal's back. Meal is back. Meal is back. Things are going to change. You're going to be seeing a slightly different HH. We're riding with the Chu Chow chili oil. Key. Barcelona against Valencia. Things are going to change because of Premier Sports. So you might be seeing a slightly different HH. No Messi. Confirmed. Messi won't be playing. 3 games, was it even 4 games, without any Messi. And they're playing against a Valencia side who, inexplicably, sold the manager. Sacked the manager. So, this was already going to be the fixture of the weekend because I looked at all of the fixtures. This is the biggest fixture of the weekend because this is between both sides who played the Copa del Rey final. But I think what makes it even bigger is the subtext. Because if Barcelona were going to play Valencia, new camp or no new camp, without Messi, I would have probably given the edge to Valencia. But the fact that Marcelino and his coaching staff crazily have been sacked as well, for me, this game can go either way. This game can go either way. Because for Barcelona, it is very early on in the season. It's very early. Very, very early. So we can't even start to say, okay, this team is going to win, that team is going to win, because it's still very, very early indeed. But, I'll tell you this right now. If Barca lose this game, and Atletico beats Sociedad, I believe, away from home, it might already be insurmountable. It might already be insurmountable because I can't remember the last time that Barcelona were ever 8 points behind a team and cut that lead away. Have they? When is the last time that Barcelona were ever 8 points behind the leaders ever? Or were they ever 8 points behind anybody ever? When was the last time that happened? I think that was probably back in the flipping Dino era or Rivaldo era when that last happened. So, because for me, I don't think Atletico will necessarily beat Sociedad, but they might. But I think that might probably be like a 1-0 draw, or it might be a 0-0 or a 1-0 draw. But for this game, what I am so curious for is, can this team cope without Messi? How well can they do? They did well against Betis, and Griezmann really showed up with one of his best performances I've ever seen him do. They relied on a test baby to help them against Osasuna. So this being at home at the new camp, I think it definitely plays in Barca's favour. It plays in Griezmann's favour because I think Griezmann will know, all right, you know what, I did this thing against Betis, why can't I do it again? Yes, Valencia don't have Marcelino in their team, but this is a far better Valencia side than that Betis side. That Betis side, they're a mid-table team. When last were Betis even sniffing a flipping Europa League or a flipping Champions League? I can't remember the last time that happened. So that already complicates things. Complicates things. So I think that, for Barcelona, 100%, I think they have to look to Griezmann. And I think what helps is that they have the kind of ball on their side, because they didn't have the kind of ball in that Betis game. But again, Griezmann now has to have a huge game, a massive game. But I think I'm certainly giving the edge to Barcelona because although they don't have Messi, Valencia not having Marcelino and all that stuff happening behind the tables is going to mess with them. It's going to mess with them. Valencia, because Barcelona have been operating without Messi. They've been operating, okay, maybe they drew one game, he lost one game, but they've been operating without Messi. This is going to be the first game this season that Valencia will have played without the tutelage of Marcelino. A new coach is coming in and he's going to come in with new ideas, new concepts, new tactics. And how well will they be able to get into that come the start of this game? So for Barcelona, I think for your boy Valverde, you have to play a much more aggressive game, a much more attacking game, because I think you have to attack them. You have to go from the onslaught attack, play quick, play direct, and really go at these guys. Because I think when you're facing a team who have a lot of drama happening behind the scenes, from the opening whistle, you have to fully go at them, because I think if you now play a possession game and you're much more careful, it's not going to happen. So we know that Barcelona like to keep the ball, move the ball around, but I think they have to now do it with far more intent because they don't have to now really focus and really get at them. So I think for Barcelona, Griezmann, with this, especially what he did against Betis, he has to show up everywhere. He's going to show up in the wing, going to show up in the number 10 area, going to show up wide, and he's going to link up well with your boy Cannibal. Because my thing is this, Barcelona, you cannot be wholly 100% reliant on Messi. Yes, you didn't get Neymar, but I think the whole point of getting Griezmann is that, okay, Griezmann, you said you're a big game player. You put up a big game against Betis. One big game ain't going to be because Messi, for about 9% of the season, is putting up big games. 9% for the season, Messi be like, you know what? Put it on my shoulder. My shoulders and my back is brother. I will carry this flipping team like a flipping mule from Brazil. And he very much did it. So for Griezmann, you can't do this to the same degree as Messi because you're not Messi. But you still got to do it to a certain extent. To a certain extent, you've still got to ride and say, you know what? I can carry this team and actually be able to ride forward with this team. But I think for Valencia, yes, you don't have Marcelino and so on and so forth. You still have the influential captain in Parejo. And I think one of the most exciting strikers in Europe right now, who is Rodrigo. So for Valencia, they'll know, you know what? How can we get that ball in transition? Because they're going to come for us. It's going to be a nice wide pitch. So looking at what Betis did, who were really quick in possession. That's how you play Barca at the new camp, is how quickly and how intelligently can you find that ball in space very, very direct once you now win the ball. You have a possession game, a balance game doesn't work at the new camp. You have to take risks. You've got to take risks. You've got to play that ball over the top. And you've also got to try and take advantage of Sergio Busquets, who's homeboy's getting old. Let's just be real. Homeboy's getting old. Homeboy, your boy Busquets is getting old. He's getting old. So, I mean, I think it's going to be the thing that pisses me off is this. Just for entertainment's sake and for educational sake, I would have wanted Barcelona to play this game without Messi, with Valencia and Marcelino in there. Just say, how will they cope? Obviously, Barcelona with Messi would have flipping lubricated these guys with or without Marcelino very easily at the new camp. So, I think Barca should win this game. Barca should win this game. I think Valencia's season has been completely destroyed. You know, their plans and everything has been... Because again, it's like, how do you sack the guy who won you the Copa del Rey? How does that happen? He flipping won you a trophy. Beating flipping Barcelona in the final. How the hell does that happen? Because I think I was reading something about how that was actually the catalyst as to why Marcelino got sacked, was because after they won the Copa del Rey, they didn't really get any praise. They weren't really congratulated, and I think they were told by the owners that no, you should throw the flipping cup and focus on the league. I was like, it's a flipping trophy. Okay, Valencia, you're not sniffing a flipping La Liga title. Okay, yeah, sure, get top four, but it's a trophy. So, and they got fourth. So they got last year of the season, but still they got fourth. So yeah, man. And also Kevin Gamero is still a brick. I don't even know why the guy is still playing football. I mean, what the hell is he going to offer? So, but I think for Valencia, it's going to be hard for me to try and find a way to give them this W. But what is in Valencia's favor is Barcelona do not have Messi on their side, and I think once they don't have Messi on their side, I think you have to play a bit more. Play riskier, movement high up, move the line higher up, and try and commit more men forward. Because if you commit more men forward, yes, you're susceptible to the counter, but you don't have a superb playmaking phenom who can fully expose you. Because Griezmann Zai, you don't have a guy like Messi who can just pick out a crazy 30-yard pass and just destroy you, or a guy like Messi who can pretty much dribble past and carry the ball past 2, 3, 4, 5 guys and destroy it. So once that element is taken away from it for Valencia, you know what? Go for it. So it'll be interesting to see how the team plays and how they operate without Marcelino and see how they go. But if Barcelona don't take 3 points here, it'll be really disappointing. It'll be really, really, really disappointing. I think for Barcelona, they all know that, look, they'll have a bit of an eye on to what Atletico do. Because Barcelona don't want a situation where they drop points at home and Atletico Madrid win away from home, and they extend this lead very early on into the season. Because 5 points is not that much. It's very early in the season, but 5 points, still 5 points. 7 points is still 7 points. So my prediction, I think 2-0 to Barcelona. I think Barcelona take this 2-0. I don't think Valencia will score in this game. They'll come close. They'll definitely come close. But I think Barca will hold this through. I think it'll be 1-0 for a while. For a while, we'll keep holding a few chances back and forth, and then they'll be like that. One final G near the end of the game, and then they'll be finished. Well, guys, I will be doing a live watch on my Twitch channel. So follow me on my Twitch channel. Link is in the description box below. And I'll be doing my instant post-match reaction, post-match review to the game put up on the YouTube channel. And of course, my extended post-match analysis will go on the Patreon page. Remember, support your boy, become a Patreon, and hit the like button. Hit the like button. It's only a few seconds. Hit that like button. Support your boy and his meals. Support my belly full, and then we'll ride through. Peace out, stay true. Premier Sports, thank you very much. We ride. This is a new HH. Peace out, stay true, stay black, stay real.